everyone, and welcome back to the Voices from the podcast. I'm your host, Prof, and we are very excited and thrilled to have Professor Siow Heng Loke, a senior academic member and highly experienced supervisor for PhD and MSc students here at Fisher University.
Thank you, Wish Simon, for inviting me to this podcast session on food research. And I am very, very delighted to share some of my experiences with my postgraduate students. Great.
We are thrilled to have you. Now, before we get into the serious stuff, let's warm up with something fun. If you could describe your approach to supervising students in one word, what would it be?
One word? That's a very tight question. Because if I were to say it in one word, I would say flexible. And that is what the university is all about.
I like that. And it's such a fitting word for the types we needed. Speaking of inflexibility, I have heard you are known for being incredibly accommodating to your students' schedule. How do you manage that?
Well, most of, in fact, all the students who come into the postgraduate program had their own schedule as well as their own commitments. And many of them are also having their own job and family. And now embarking onto the crazy program will be another task where they have to double their time and also fit their flexibility so that they can select it on time.
That's incredible. I'm sure your students appreciate that understanding. Now, postgraduate research can be quite daunting, especially the proposal defense. So what advice do you have for students preparing for it?
Well, research, when the students are coming to the university or even seeking my solution, at the beginning the students are all having very broad ideas about what they want to do. And then my role is here to focus on the students' research into some intermediate size and then able to finish it up in about 2 to 3 years' time. And my role is let them focus towards research and also not to be too ambitious. Sorry.
That's such a comforting perspective. And speaking of challenges, what do you think is the biggest hurdle students face during the research work?
Okay, talking about proposal defense just now, which I have forgotten to mention, it is all about the first 3 chapters of the research. And when the students embark into the research, they must have the passion and also the interest to the work, the topic that they like, so that it won't become something very daunting to them. And for the proposal defense, it is some or most of them are having it for the first time, so it may be intimidating, and therefore one of the ways to overcome that will be practice. Practice makes perfect, and they must know what they are researching on.
Can you just share with us one memorable stories of the supervision journey?
Memorable stories, there are so many, but let me zoom into one which I think many of the students who came to me is like an uncut stone, uncut stone. So they are very rough, and my job is to produce something like a polished diamond. So when by the end of the journey, they will be a good researcher and their own ability to do their own independent research project.
That's so inspiring, Pakistan. So it must be amazing to see the impact of your guide. Now let's talk about the vice versa. So what's the secret to manage it?
This side of the proposal depends, but the viva is all about the last, it's about the 5 chapters of the thesis. And it is a last journey that is to defend the work, telling the examiners that this is my work, nobody else. So, and the Viva, the students were to share their findings, and then also lastly, telling the examiners what is the novelty of the research that is to be covered. And for novelty will be like the symptoms of the study. Exam will be public and the other students there.
So can you enlighten us a little bit about the research journey of the students? Because the students definitely need some basic qualities for their success. So what are those essential qualities when students require?
Well, to me, the students must be committed to the work and also have the passion and also the resilience to finish the studies in the time given. And if they don't have the discipline, then probably they may be distracted with many other things and for all we know that they were taking a long time to finish the study. So be focused and be diligent in their work.
So absolutely, I want to know about that. Students, they need definitely some criticism. The criticism can be positive or can be negative both. So what do you think the positive constructive criticism helps them to improve?
Oh, you took one that. I mean, no thesis is perfect. So many of the students have to accept the criticism, or even though I don't call it criticism, it's the opinion from the examiners with an open line. Because our intention is basically to improve the thesis so that you'll be placed in the library for a long, long time after the students have finished their thesis. So that will be the hallmark of the masterpiece or masterpiece of their work, and they should be proud of that.
So that's a wonderful approach, Professor Siow. As we wrap up, what final advice would you give to postgraduate students who are just starting out?
Just starting the PhD or the research? Well, my advice is to look into a particular topic which they like and they are interested in, and then focusing on and always be inquisitive of what is the new knowledge that they will be able to rely on the research that they have got. And it can be a daunting journey, but it's not impossible. It can be done like many other students, and there are ups and downs, but the students have to be resilient to overcome the difficulties, and the final part will be the thesis where they will pass, and that will be the masterpiece. Yeah, they'll be proud of that.
So thank you so much, Professor Siow, for sharing your experiences and insights. I'm sure our listeners have found this conversation and inspiring as they had.
Well, I like to encourage the students to embark onto the research program postgraduate and also at the AEU, because we are very flexible, as I mentioned earlier. And we would like to give the best to the students, as well as the students must give the best for themselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So for the listeners, thank you so much for your patience to have with us. And we again have to say thank you to our Professor Siow Heng Loke. And if you have more queries, please check our international student office. And even you can watch that page for class 6012766784. Thank you for telling me the bonus from your podcast.